Shut up, Melon. Yo, how is everyone? I am back. Back and only half fit, but we're all good. Welcome to Lid. So we're going to do some FSE today. I will show you. So far, we've only got the one flight at the moment, but we'll soon get that sorted.
You screw up just this much,
Lid.
you'll be flying a cargo plane full of rubber dog shit out of Hong Kong.
Thank you for the host, Melon. Appreciate it. Go to Luton from Lid, and then I'm sure Luton will find a load of jobs there. So this is what we've got going at the moment. It's a total assignment there, so we've got a good haul back. The Melon Bank is looking good. My internet wasn't going so slow. So there we got 371 plus the 10 grand cash as well. So well on our way to Melon's DC3 that he wants. It's all for you, Melon. All for you. Right. Let's have a look at here. Let's have a look. So, flying the Baron again with the rep pack. Kind of fell in love with this little thing. She's a beaut. It's a bit overcast. We have gone for a morning flight. I think it's about 7:30 I set it up. Yeah, driving again, Melon. Driving again. You're always driving. Right, let's have a look. Let's see if it's going to start this time. Check the maintenance first. Temperature thing. So, up to temperature, that's fine. So I'm going to stop this preheater. Probably didn't need it anyway, because outside temperature is about 10 degrees, so it should be fine. Let's switch on the battery. No, let's not switch on the battery. Let's do a walk around first. Idiota. Okay, good. Tie down off. Yeah, that looks good to me. Who knows? Stable. Good. Good. Tie down off. Shock off. A little bit of wear on the tyres, but not a lot. Oil. I think we'll be alright to the next flight. See what it's like then. Tends to drink quite a bit of oil these days. Oh. Heater tube cover off. Front tyres good. Baggage doors closed and secure. You're in Discord. Let me have a quick look. Yeah, I'm in Great Flights Melon if you want to join.
Heidi ho!
Yo, Melon. You right?
What's up, buddy?
You just want to be on stream, don't you?
No, I just can't. It's hard. I can't really type in chat and drive effectively.
That sounds a bit dangerous.
Yeah, it's just easier for me to just voice chat.
I'm good. You good?
And I figured you wouldn't mind the company.
No. Plus, I've got a bit of a sore throat still. That's good. That's good.
But I'm almost to where I'm going, so I won't be on chat for too long.
That's cool, man. That is cool. Alright, so look at the weather. A little nav map. So, weather at lid is shit. Let's have a look.
So what kind of a flight you got planned today?
Just another boring little flight from Lid, back ferrying some passengers back to Luton, and then we'll see what we've got at Luton then. Luton's got loads of stuff, it's a big hub, so that normally works a treat. Huh. Little nav maps decided to play up for me. Lovely. Why does it always do that midstream? Whereabouts you got to work today?
The what?
Whereabouts have you got work today?
I'm heading about 4 hours south.
Ouch.
So, but with all the flooding, it's kind of a pain in the butt getting down here.
Is it still bad? There we go.
It's
Little
not
nav
bad,
map's
but the easiest route is flooded out.
working. So you just gotta go the long way.
Yeah, I got to go through the backcountry roads and.
Okay. So we got wind 2 knots, nice and easy. Temperatures 9 degrees, dew point 6. Pressure 3059. Visibility greater than 5.5 miles. That's alright. Alright, 3059. You flying today?
What?
You're gonna fly later on?
Probably. I meant to plan a trip for today last night in FSE, but I didn't do it. So I'll have to plan it when I get home, and then depending on how tired I am, we'll decide whether or not I fly it that night or.
Yeah. Well, I didn't know whether to fly at all tonight.
Huh?
I didn't know what to fly at all tonight. I was just like, where shall I go? What shall I do?
Yeah. Well, that's the nice thing about FSEconomy is that it's pretty easy to figure out what to do.
Yeah, exactly. Cheers for that.
Yep. Has anyone ever said that the Discord mobile app kind of sucks? Deutsch. Deutsch Houston UHF comp check. Deutsch Houston.
Can you still hear me? Hello? Anyway, I don't know what happened there with that plane. I have no idea. Okay, engine 2 up. Get rid of prime. There we go. Number 1's up. We are let these warm up a little bit. Let's get the avionics up.
Control for Air China 834 flight level 350 inbound Dosu. Air China 834, hello, identified. Matrix, good morning, Boeing 20 November, flight level 340 inbound Dosu. Boeing 20 November, hello, identified.
Merlin, you still there? Not at the moment. Right, so got enough fuel, 106 gallons. So let's go. So EG, G, so Echo Golf Golf Whiskey we're going to.
China 876 identified, hello. China 876.
What is warming up? We'll get that programmed in.
Top Swiss 15 Charlie Romeo, climb flight level 390. I mean, level 390, Top Swiss 15 Charlie Romeo.
Clear the last route. Now we're going to Echo Golf Golf Whiskey.
Welling 20 November, direct to Ravla. When ready, descend flight level 260, be level at Ravla.
Runway 8. Joe, hello mate, how are you? Welcome back. I've not been well, so that's why I've been streaming the last couple of days. So apologies for that. So the ILS 8 should bring us straight in.
Good day, run here, Yankee Delta, flight level 350, direct to Houston. Runway 2 Yankee Delta identified. Are you looking for higher?
It's a request for Oval 370, runway 2 Yankee Delta.
3 Yankee Delta, climb suitable 370.
Keep up Oval 370, runway 2 Yankee Delta.
Yeah, not too bad, man. I'm getting there. I am getting there. How are you doing? You alright?
Hello, Scandinavian 51 Papa, level 340.
Candy 51 Papa identified to Ilden. Air China 834, direct to Evona. Direct to Evona, Air China 834.
There you go, so set up on all that. Let's get a few lights on for now. The
9 Victor Juliet, call
taxi lights, get some panel lights on.
2085, we can do it today.
A little bit of heat on, not too much. Let's open those vents a bit now. What we've got temperatures
Hello,
out, so
299 Hotel identified. Please direct Gorlo, flying
yeah, starts to come on.
40 and what is your destination?
Temperatures aren't bad.
Gorlo, time flight L340,
Yeah, not far off, Joe, not far off. Getting there slowly. Who cares about count followers and all that anyway? Literally here to have fun. Right, let's have a look. So if we go towards this way then, runway 3, yeah, runway 3. We'll take out north that way.
793, proceed the corridor flight level 380.
Yeah, 793, hello, identified.
Exactly, mate, you got it. How's your computer? Yeah, ORBX is good, mate. I reset a few things on my frame rates and stuff today, so
Station 5 on Papa.
hopefully
Level 260, we level 15 miles before you.
it's a little bit better, but we'll see. Obviously, there's more cloud cover today, and obviously, it's first time streaming with updating the frames and stuff, so
15, 15.
see how many frames it skips and that it does. A little bit of a crosswind by the looks of that windsock, but it's only, I think it's literally blown at 2 knots, so it's nothing. So I've got no excuse on this takeoff. Quick show. Active sky there for you.
So identified, flying level 370.
Papa level 370, north time 6673.
You're doing, so, long haul tomorrow in P3D, Gap to Cancun. How long's that then? A good few hours, I'm guessing.
Scandinavian 51 Papa, confirm it's flight level 260, 15 miles via Echo Lima.
5 on Papa, correct, sir. Good day, 125 Bravo, flight level 360. This is 125 Bravo, hello, identified. Direct Jessica. Jessica, 625 Bravo.
Strobes, navs, and lights taxi off.
Good day, Northwest 277, flight level 380, Jessica. Northwest 277, hello, identified.
Temperature's coming up nicely. I think we are good to go. Flaps. Much. 10.5 hours. What are you going to do? Just set it off and then kind of do things throughout the day? Just keep an eye on it.
Joe Cafe 216, flight level 350. Cafe 216, hello, identified. I'm off course.
Great. That's about 110, 120, flaps up. Goes down slightly. I'll drop the flap down a little bit. Bring it back up. Let's bring the revs down a little bit now. That's on 37 at the moment. Well, flight director on. Navigation set. I'm not going to go stupidly high, I don't think, because the weather's pretty crap. So, go say. Go for. Why is he doing that?
Roger, 29 November over mobile contact radio on 5583, ready to terminate, bye-bye. Radio 5583 over American, 29 November, goodbye.
Oh, that'll do. 4,000. So I'm at 4,000.
Orange 369 over
Okay,
mobile
so
contact radio on 5583,
simple
ready
climb.
to terminate, bye-bye.
Simple. Oh, nice one. Window is nice, isn't it?
It is 31 time pattern 350.
Let's try and get these props mixed. Prop syncs, sorry.
Good morning, Austin. We have level 300. PLC, we're in Master. Come on.
There we go. Got them synced.
Sometimes 350, concentrate.
Simple Air. Hello, mate. How are you?
American
Box of box.
151 over Limerick contact radio on 6547, ready to terminate today. 6547, terminal 151.
Splashing out for you then, are you, mate? Someone's got it, I suppose. Temperatures.
American 151
Temperatures are good. RPM's blowing 25. Manifold pressure down, like everything.
American 757 today and it's like
There we go.
9919, 300.
Good, sim flight, good. Did Leo manage to finish his flight at the end?
from the 9919er, turn left heading 080.
919, I'm left, turn heading 080.
Let's check out the nav map for where we're going. Details of that.
Victor Golf 991, time level 380.
80, follow to go, 1.
Okay, so we're going to come in at 18 this side. Right, what are we looking at? So weather 3 knots, 8 degrees, 2.3, 3059.
Kadesh, Global 311, November Bravo,
Procedures.
50430.
311 November Bravo, good in, like
10915. I've used that last time, there it is. Beautiful. That one's already on. Good to go. Dingo. Hello, my friend. Welcome, welcome, welcome.
Good afternoon, Lufthansa 400, heading level 302, hello.
Lufthansa 400, good day, identified.
It's a bit overcast today, the weather, usual British weather.
Good afternoon, Shamrock 1 Alpha Charlie, pass 5 times QH0,
North 1 Alpha Charlie, good day, identified.
Condor 212, good afternoon, flight number 320, Vedra 1234.
Condor 212, good day, identified, confirm next point after Vedra.
Next is 48 North, 20 West, Condor 212.
Thank you.
You're not flying, Dingo?
13 Tango, continue climb to flight level 370. Continue climb, flight level 370, Shamrock 13 Tango.
Austrian 89er, time flight level 330.
Scan over 320, Austrian 89.
Let's take a look on the outside. Dingo, what did you do to me, eh? Look at this. Yeah, just rewind, don't blame me. There she is. Fixed GFAB. With the chrome spinners as well. As she should be. All thanks to Finn. Super Finn.
Shamrock
Fixed
1
it all.
Alpha Charlie, continue time flight level 360.
Continue climb, flight level 360, Shamrock 1 Alpha Charlie.
Yeah, it's weird. I've not flown one that I have to rent out for quite a while now since we've had the Baron and the 210. I've just been flying that. So yeah, rental costs don't come into it for me at the moment.
Lufthansa 400, continue present heading.
Heading, Lufthansa 400.
Fatty, hello. Sneaking in from the back.
Virgin 137352, climbing 360, like 370 for as late as possible over direct. Mellow. Virgin 137, hello, that's
Get in there, mate. Get in there. Just on the tail end now, so I've got a bit of a sore throat, but we're getting there. 4,800 per hour. Wow. Best be a money, best be a money earner. I think that's worth more than this flight's worth that I'm doing.
United 53 over Dinham, contact radio on 5598, radio service terminal. Good day.
98, thank you.
At the end of it, we'd be calling it the fucker hardship.
Sharma 1 off Charlie, continue present heading.
Present heading 280.
Because we'll all be in hardship with no money. Unless you can bring some money in with it, obviously. But that rental cost, jeez.
American
I found one with Melon yesterday. It was $30,000 an hour. So I think he didn't realise if you just set it to 0, you can't rent it. So I think he put it that high for some people that rent it. Or he didn't realise is some people get bored. So someone obviously clearly rented it for the 30k and then flew it 300 miles the wrong way and dumped it somewhere. Better off just not being able to rent it out, basically. Otherwise you'll end up with a plane that's in the middle of bloody nowhere.
Good morning, United 947, flight level 320.
United 947, good day, identified.
Everyone's levelling up. Dingo's leveled to 30. Farrell won't be happy, Dingo. Nicholas, hello. Everyone's appearing from nowhere now. First 20 minutes, I had no one in here. Just Joe.
285 control, good day to you, identified, continue heading.
We'll maintain present heading and Delta 285 is ready for the 320 whenever you're able.
Delta 285, climb to flight level 320.
Departing 280 for 320, Delta 285.
Joe the fanboy. I don't know what for.
Delta 154 straight to Denham, across Denham 1246 or earlier.
I'm just flying Heatherford. Fat are you flying then if you just got home? Nicholas, level 15. No, level 21, rank 15, sorry. Catch him on some videos. Jump on Discord if you're free anyway, man. Come chat, I'm in the crew flights. Melon was, but I don't know where he's gone. He's on his phone, so I think he fell out. I think he lost signal.
Twilight 218, restriction cross Mallet 1244 or later.
Joe's level 21, rank 13. Yeah, word of mouth I've heard is P3D is good for the long haul stuff, really good for that. And then if you want the short haul and the scenery and that sort of thing, out the box go for the X-Plane. But I've never ever played P3D, so I can't really comment. That's just what I've heard.
Control, good afternoon.
I'm happy with X-Plane, man. At the end of the day, we're all doing similar things, aren't we? Flying similar things that we'd love. You enjoying P3D? Yeah, I should see Joe's setup. He's got a computer that like would decimate everyone's. It's just like insane how powerful it is. Even his old computer is better than probably most of ours.
September 919, 300 heading 470. November 9919, again, that is fine.
That's the point, Joe. In your old PC, you still using it, or are you selling parts of it?
771 from
So I'm
level
looking for some RAM,
190
some DDR3 RAM.
190 to Solana, 22 channel 1.
I don't think I'll ever buy both. I think I'm too deep into explain now. Too poor for both.
RBX 406, flight number 76 is still applying maximum and 300 knots maximum on conversion.
Pretty sure that's the river Thames.
76 on 300 knots, the maximum.
So it's flowing through from London, the capital. Right there. Ah, I see. No worries, man. No worries. Yeah, I'll just have some cheap RAM. If not, I'll just save up and get some new stuff.
Flight 771, call 132415. 132415, not 5 channel 1. Carenado 4675, flight 750. Bonjour, can be 4675, direct Alpha Golf November. Direct Alpha Golf November. Boarding 8366, contact 133.635, goodbye. 133.635, goodbye, 109, warning 8366.
Papa?
Air 45 Tango Alpha, proceed to net 4 and call the approach on 129.3. For 129.3, direct to Metro line Air 45 Tango Alpha.
Start nation Deutsch.
RBX 105, contact 118, decimal 030.
Are you trying to get on it? Hang on, I might not heard you, mate. Jump in again. This happened to me yesterday. I had to restart the whole computer if it didn't work.
Hello, housekeeping.
Hello.
It seems like it's working now.
Yeah, same happened to me yesterday. I was trying to jump on the flight with Melon, chat with him, but he just wasn't working for about 10 minutes. I restarted the computer and then it started working again.
That's weird.
So I solved the issue with the spinner caps.
Yeah, what's going on? I see they look nice and chrome now.
I got my friend Finn to sort it. He messaged me the next day. He's like, "I've got to sort that for you. You're not flying that with black caps." I was like, "Okay." He looked into it and he doesn't know if you've done anything or what's happened, but basically on the left, the spinner caps aren't like the shape of a spinner cap. They're like a black square. So on the fuselage picture, obviously where you edited the reg,
Yeah.
there on the left of that, just below the main fuselage, so about like sort of pretty much in the middle of the page on the left, there was two little boxes.
Yeah.
And those have been made transparent on Photoshop, he said. So what that does is something to do with the layers or something like that, it then puts them as chrome. But he doesn't know if when you've been doing something, you've taken that layer off or added a layer, or so what he'd done is he edited it, put it as transparent again, and it turned them grey, which is the same grey as what the writing was.
Yeah.
So then he had to fettle with something, mess around, he did it again, then he's got it working fine, but we don't know if it was just like adding the layer on for the graphic made it do it, possibly, wasn't sure.
Well, I wouldn't be surprised if it's something going on my end, because I don't know if you remember, but I was telling Finbar the other day that there was another project I'd worked on maybe a year or two ago, where I was trying to repaint the Carenado Cessna 185. And the strangest thing's happening is that the wheels, the tire itself, the texture was on the file I was editing. But when I would go to save it, the tires in the sim would show up as being chrome. That wasn't prepared. And so it's kind of the opposite of what's going on in this case, where something that should be chrome became not chrome, and in the other case it was just vice versa. But you know, being that I've had some similar experience, you know, to some weird texture glitch like that, I really would not be surprised if it was something that's going on my computer I just don't know about.
Because I asked, I thought, oh, quickly actually, I was on the next day and I thought, oh, I'll check with Ferrell actually, because he's got the same thing, and see if his is doing it. And I know he'd sent you some screenshots with front and back. So we had a quick look, he goes, oh yeah, they're black on here, so I knew then it wasn't my computer when I changed the file and saved it. It must have been coming from the source, which I.e. was you, because obviously you sent him the file and it did the same thing.
It's all my fault.
It's all your fault, buddy. All your fault. You're trying to help people. You're trying to help people, and look what you're doing.
Well, see, I just like to operate under the guise of helping people. Realistically, I'm trying to like screw everybody over in one really subtle way that they never actually suspect that I was doing that.
Trying to mess people's lives up. That's all you're doing.
Playing the long con.
See you later, Nicholas. Yeah, don't blame you, mate. Go and get some bed. Go and get some bed and shower.
Beds for the weak.
Bed's not for the weak. Bed's for the good people.
Well, you have been pretty weak the last couple days, so I mean, it makes sense that you've been sitting in bed.
Yeah, I think the fact that I've been staying up so late is why I'm probably a bit ill as well. Blame Melon.
Well, obviously.
Just the natural thing to do, isn't it?
When in doubt, blame a melon. And if you're not sure then, just keep blaming melon until you have to blame Farrell.
And if I can't blame Farrell, then I'll just have to come back round to you.
Yeah, pretty much. But I'm just going to delegate that to Melon or Farrell anyhow, so I'm not too worried about it.
I'm just going to keep changing his page names.
Okay, directed, go down now for American.
Just because he started it, he did it to me once. He doesn't even know what I did because I deleted it. And it just says page name deleted or something, or whatever it's called. Group name deleted now, so he didn't even know what it said before. He's got to scroll quite a long way up to try and see what it actually was.
It's probably a good thing I was never given moderator privileges.
A few today were like, go and change the page name, change the page name. I was like, no, I can't. And I did look, did look and hover over, but none of us have got the privilege by him. I was like, no, I couldn't do it anyway.
Trust us.
No, I couldn't do it anyway, because that's a step too far.
On my friend's server, I changed his voice channel to Helen Keller and his text channel to Ray Charles, and I'm not being able to change it again.
You're really quiet tonight.
Is that any better?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's
A couple inches away from my mouth. Well, it's good that I'm able to fix those spinners for you. It looks a lot better.
Yeah. To be fair, I didn't mind the black anyway. I thought it matched the edge of the wings anyway.
Well, yeah, but yeah, the chrome looks better.
Yeah, definitely. Definitely.
And of course, Finn was going crazy because his work was being bastardized.
Bastardized by an American.
Yeah, well, isn't that what we're good for? If you want something fucked up, bring in the Americans. We'll do a real good job.
Latest, Joe. Thanks for popping in, man. Happy flying.
See you, Joe.
Gonna have some fun. So where are you flying then, Fatty?
Well, not right now. I was thinking about it, but
With
I
your
don't
clean
know.
desk.
Well, it's clean now, but if I start flying, I'm going to have to bring out all my shit.
Do it.
Where should I fly?
Well, you've got all that scenery I've heard that you've got in America, so...
Of it now. I got a letter from Comcast telling me that I downloaded too much stuff this month, and that if I keep doing it, they're going to cut me off.
Really?
Yeah.
Really?
Which is kind of...
Is that
yeah,
even still a thing?
What's that?
Is that even still a thing?
Still, it's just now become a thing here.
Really?
So, Yeah, so a couple of years ago, our wonderful president and the people he put in power, he decided that the head of the FCC, which the FCC is pretty much in charge of regulating all of telecommunication companies and so on and so forth. So the group that, or the person that Trump put in charge was historically a lobbyist for companies like Comcast and Verizon and stuff like that. So he is now in charge of the governing body that is supposed to make companies like those behave. And last year, completely gutted all of the regulations that would allow the FTC or FCC to be able to oversee these telecommunication companies, and rewrote the rules and shifted the power to a company that has or not company, but a department that has zero governing authority. They can basically make recommendations and say, oh, well, you guys shouldn't charge this much, or you shouldn't, cap speeds at this limit, but they have no enforcement ability. And so the last couple of years, you start seeing things like, I never had a data cap on my internet at home, like my cell phone, that's always been a thing, but I've never had a data cap on the internet at home before, and then I come to find out that I now have a 1 terabyte data cap per month, which is bullshit because it's not on the contract that I signed, but Comcast doesn't seem to care about that.
See, I know certain things over here do have like data caps, so that's like cheap broadband providers and cheap tariffs if you don't really use a lot.
Yeah.
But I think with those, even if you go over, they just send you like a warning letter, don't do it again sort of thing. They don't say we're going to cut you off and all this sort of stuff.
Well, I mean, it was a warning letter, but they said if it happens in another month, that I could be, they could either automatically upgrade my plan to literally something that costs me twice as much as what I'm paying, or they can cut off my internet. So it's just like, it's bullshit. Dingo is making a good point. He's saying that data limits are going to become more and more common, and he's absolutely right. But the problem that I have with these data caps is that they're set absurdly low, like 1 terabyte. So me and my fiance, we both watch Netflix relatively regularly, and I stream music, and of course I'm downloading stuff for Flight Sim and so on and so forth. And just on a normal month,
watching one single show is like half a gig to a gig. Sure,
and like normal usage without me going crazy on downloading is already like 60% of what our data cap is. And so if I have any months where I'm downloading a lot of stuff, or if I'm downloading a bunch of ortho, or if let's say my computer dies and I get a new hard drive and I'm reinstalling all my Steam games or something like that, I'll go through my data cap in minutes. And I just don't think it's very fair to set the data cap so low, because technology is only improving in the sense of like the quality of video that is streamed, the stuff that is online. Like 10 years ago, a web page was like 5 kilobytes. Today, a web page is like 5 megabytes. And
things like mobile phones, the way you look like a couple of years ago, like people were getting data plans of 250 megabytes a month, and that was fine, and 500 meg, and then a gig, and now like people need like 50 to 100 gig a month just on their phones.
Exactly, and I don't expect that that's going to stop. I mean, people are always going to be consuming more and more. These services get higher quality or faster or so on. It's going to require more data. But for Comcast to come out and then say, oh, well, we're going to set an arbitrary 1 terabyte limit on your connection, and anything you go over that, we'll charge you $50 per 10 gigabytes. And it's a robbery. And the only reason they're able to do that right now is because of this guy that's completely gutted the oversight committee that is supposed to be, checking these guys. So, yeah.
It's got hand-me-down somewhere.
Yeah, it does. But, that's why things like net neutrality are important. I hate to make this into a whole political thing, but, it's like, we really are in a position where, we can get screwed over by these companies because there's nobody speaking on our behalf. But that's my rant. I'll end there.
In other news, we have about 6 minutes to go. Get your hashtag predicts in, bitches.
Oh, yeah. Wait, our what predictions?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
What did you say? Was that some weird British word?
Hashtag. Dick.
Oh, hashtag. I was like, what the hell did he say?
I meant exclamation mark. Predict. See, can you tell I've been ill?
Could you please take in something there for 7 unit long? You
I can't hear you again, you've gone distant.
It's all those cold medications you're taking.
Leading you,
Yeah.
5 now.
Well,
There, I gave
I've
you a
done-
reasonable one.
I've done a few today, and so far I've not had very good. I think I've had 1 out of 4, 1 out of 3 under 200, I think it was. The rest will be like,
Okay, we're just gonna go ahead and adjust that. We're gonna make that 286.
hey, Dingo, I'm not moaning. I don't live in America. I have no data caps. I pay for unlimited.
Now, Dingo, I got to imagine, internet is pretty patchy out in Australia. I mean, big cities and stuff, you're probably fine, but anywhere outside of that, I got to imagine it's a little difficult to find a good signal. I'll have to wait for him to type. Let's see. He's asking how much I pay. I'm paying, what is it, $54, which it's reasonable for internet only. I don't have TV, I don't have phone or anything like that. It's just internet. $54 a month.
And you, like me, you don't actually ever use your home phone.
What's that?
Are you a bit like me, where you actually don't ever use your home phone?
Well, we actually don't even have a home phone. I only have my cell phone, and then my fiance, she has her cell phone, and then we have our internet connection.
Yeah, same here. We just turn the home phone off, we just disconnect it. Just nuisance calls and cold callers all the bloody time.
That's how the cell phones are nowadays. Like, we get so many robocalls. I'm actually considering getting a new phone number for Abby because she gets enough phone calls or robocalls in a day that it actually kills her battery.
Really?
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Yeah, somehow her number got onto some list that got sold about 400,000 times, and now literally every 10-15 minutes she gets a phone call.
See, that happened to me, but what I did is because I got the iPhone, I blocked them for a bit. It wasn't like every 10-15 minutes, but it was probably 3 or 4 or 5 a day. And every number that kept coming through, it was new, I blocked it and blocked it. And I just persevered for about 3 or 4 months doing that, and I'm not getting calls now.
Well, you know what's funny is, like, back in the 80s, we had pagers, and everybody loved pagers because you could just send a quick little message, hey, call me back, right?
Yeah.
And we've now reduced our phones to becoming pagers because we get so many robocalls, so many, unknown numbers that, like, people just by practice, at least I know this is true for myself and most of the people I know, is that you just don't answer the phone if it's a number you haven't saved.
Yeah, not normal.
And,
Or it says
like,
no
that's
number.
silly. What the hell am I paying for phone service for if I'm never going to use my phone? And, just give me text or something like that. But, it's like...
Some people don't even text anymore. I don't. Very rarely I text. I use the internet. I use WhatsApp and stuff like that. So I use internet services.
Well, for you, WhatsApp makes a lot of sense because I think you guys still get charged for text messaging, right?
Not on my. Well, we do is like a text message, but not on my data plan. Such I pay for text calls and internet. So I've got unlimited minutes, unlimited text, and then something like 15, 20 gig of data.
Yeah, that's not bad. Because I know I don't. Maybe it's not true for England, but I know a lot of countries, especially in Europe, they really started using WhatsApp as their main messaging thing because you can do it for free.
Yeah. Yeah. And I think that's why data charging has suddenly gone up so much because they've got to make the money back somewhere else. Well, we don't have to make it back on the data because everything's going towards data now.
Yeah, but
even
here's the
iMessage
downside.
and stuff that's not classed as a text message anymore. It's an iMessage.
Sure, yeah. Well, and the crappy thing is, these companies, they charge us extra, because we're using more data or doing this, that, and the other thing. Well, first, one, I don't believe that that the amount of data that we're putting across their networks is even putting much of an impact on their quality, of how they can operate. I really don't think it's as dramatic as a lot of these guys like to make it sound. We're already at capacity. If we don't get all these extra, fees and money, we're never going to be able to, afford to give you internet. I mean, that's so far from being the truth that it's almost laughable. And, the other thing that really bothers me is that, okay, so if you're going to charge me extra, because you want to, because I'm using more data or whatever, then stop selling my information. Don't put me on some list that, you know, that you sell off to all your vendors and stuff like that, that, you know, you guys make a shit ton of money on. And I'm sitting here now having to deal with all these robocalls, all these sales calls, you know, emails, stuff I don't want. And, you know, like, so it's like, pick one. You can either charge me more for the services I'm using, or stop charging me more because you're already making money on the data that you're selling that I'm giving you.
Man, Dingo's saying it costs him $135 a month.
Oh, yeah, $135 I would almost consider not using the internet.
That's 1 terabyte he gets.
Yeah, that's ridiculous. It's like almost 2/3 more than what I'm paying. Well, actually, I take that back, almost three times what I'm paying, not 2/3.
I pay literally £26 a month for my internet.
Man, and I thought my $54 was good. Well, £26 would work out to be about like $40, so you're not too far off from me. Yeah. What Dingo's saying here at only one telco company has the rights to all the lines. It's the same thing here in the United States, except it's not one telecom.
That's what your problem is then straight away, because you've got no competition, no real way to price things.
Yep. Yeah, whoever owns the line above the one that you is they're considered the owners of that pole, and you have to get their approval. So, you know, companies like, you know, Verizon or you know, AT&T, who have competing services to Comcast. When Comcast you know, gets a phone call from AT&T saying, "Hey, we want to put some lines on your poles," they say, "Well, sure. It's only a $4,000 per pole connection fee." And so AT&T's like, "Nah, you know what? We don't need your poles."
Corrupt.
Yeah, Dingo, you hit the nail on the head. It's corrupt as shit. There's nothing we can do about it. We just get to sit along and hope for the best and watch the ride.
Get fucked from behind.
At least put some makeup on if you're gonna fuck me like that.
Or a reach around.
Yeah, I'll take that too. So where are you flying at?
It's flying back to Luton. Right on the south end, sort of south coast of the UK. I come from Lyd.
Okay.
And then come back up to Luton, which is just through London, and then over the Thames. And then I'm going to see what's at Luton, and I'm sure there'll be loads of Luton. Normally it's quite a big hub.
I was thinking about taking the Baron from Luton over to Paris.
Don't you dare. To be fair, there's fuck all at Charles Gaulle.
What's that?
There's not any decent jobs at Charles for such a big airport. When I was there, I popped in on bringing this back. It didn't have that much there at all.
In Paris or at Luton?
Paris. Luton had more than Paris, believe it or not.
Uh-huh.
That's a major international airport. Same with Birmingham's. Birmingham Airport here. There's nothing there.
Somebody's selling a 32 FBO network in Egypt.
How much?
I gotta get logged in. He's doing an auction for it.
Oh, he's one of them.
Wow.
How much go on?
Well, I mean, he doesn't have a price on there at all, but I'm just looking at his network. It's 32 3-lot network, or FBOs, and 21 2-lot FBOs. Holy cannoli, that is big.
And what's he after?
Probably after some money.
After a few billion.
It's gotta be.
Next
You logged into FSE right now?
Yeah, I'm just literally come on to file.
Put that link I just sent you in Discord. It'll show you the whole network.
Set me up nice and high for the approach. Thanks, autopilot.
Oh, there you go. Just point the nose down.
That's all I'm doing. Both flaps out. Keep it about 100, 110. That'd be all good.
Yeah, there you go. 110's a little fast, isn't it?
Gotta get the fucking nose down. It only seems to be this runway, this side, in this plane that does it. It's weird. It did to me earlier on this one as well.
Say that again?
It only seems to be this runway, in this plane, on this side, and this heading, that tends to put me in high. It did it earlier on for me as well when I was flying offline for FSE.
Is it just the RNAV approach that's doing it to you, or is it the proceed?
Just the approach. Just on full approach, so.
How high are they calling it at the waypoint?
God knows. I need to double check that, I think that might be where I'm going wrong. I might be coming in too high to start with.
You coming into Luton right now?
Yeah, yeah.
What runway?
08.
Almost 6 Delta Whiskey, flying flight level 320. That's right, I'm also confirmed counter 6 Delta Whiskey. Almost 6 Delta Whiskey, correct, clear level, flight level 320. Counter 6 Delta Whiskey.
Yeah, you're definitely high.
What's it saying?
4 miles out, you should be 1,840 feet up.
Oh shit, I'm coming in at like 2,500, 3,000.
Recommended glide path, 4 miles out, 1840, 3 miles out.
Where did you get that? Is that a little nav map?
I am looking at the approach plate for the ILS on runway 8.
Yeah, what you used to see that?
Here, let's have a look.
That would be good.
That's your channel, not your name. There you go. Send a private message to you.
Cool, channel.
Okay. Hey, is that a deer running across the runway?
Don't put me off flying away. You bastard.
Reduce flaps! Increase flaps! Throttle! No! Mixture!
What are you trying to do to me? I was like looking, like, 'cause I know they do have deers and stuff on there. I was like, oh, don't want to miss
Hey,
that.
I won!
Yeah, because you're the only one that bloody guessed. You were close to me.
Good thing I guessed.
See, it works. It works. It's not fixed.
Is there even anybody here?
I don't know. I'm not gonna lie. I had like 8 or 9 people watching, and then you started talking politics, and I've got down to 4 now.
It happens. Nobody wants to listen to me talk. Fuck this net neutrality bullshit!
I've come away from work not to listen to this shit.
I haven't ranted about it since.
Yeah, 'cause you had a good one to start with.
To go into other people's channels and start pasting links. That'll make everybody happy.
Yeah. Right, let's close this down. Let's get some honey.
Alright, man, I'm gonna jump out of here. I'm gonna start doing a little bit of flying myself,
man.
I think. And,
Do you know what I've just done?
What'd you do? You didn't start your flight, did you?
No.
Oh. Oh dear. How long of a flight was that?
About 35, 40 minutes.
Could be worse.
It could be. Leo,
Oh.
you've come at the wrong time, Leo. Hi though,
Oh
by the way.
boy. Well, Deutsch, good luck on your repeat flight, and I will catch you in a little bit.
Yeah. Laters.
All right, man. Have a good
See you
one.
in a bit. I cannot believe I did that. I have just dropped the ball.
Matrix, good morning, Boeing 50 November, Bravo
I hate FSE.
Select 20 November, hello, 105.
God damn FSE, it's cocked it up for me. No, I forgot to record my flight when I started. Completely my fault.
Control, good afternoon, SNR A76, maintaining flight level 250.
Funny that, Fatty.
Control A76, 105, hello. Control A76.
Oh, what is going on? I don't know what to do. I don't even be bothered doing that again. Do I just take another job from here, see what we got? I'm so pissed with myself. Let's see what we've got here. No, I think the best thing to do would be to go back. Take these passengers that I haven't. And then bring them back. And I think I'm going to do that on another night. Leo, I do need Gandhi. I need Gandhi's flip-flop. And I've got a sore throat like Gandhi's flip-flop. Boys, it's been emotional. It's been a quick jump in. It's going to be a quick jump out. And I am going to leave it at that, I think. And I will come back and start this all over again tomorrow, if it's still there and still available. So, peace. Have fun. Laters, peeps.